breathtaking Broadway adaptation of a beloved book and movie has arrived in the Steel City. From the streets of Kabul to the bustling sidewalks of San Francisco, it's a journey of redemption, loyalty, and the enduring bond of friendship.
It is a multi-generational tale known as the Kite Runner, and one of the stars of the show who plays a very pivotal role, James Rana, is joining us now. And James, welcome back to Pittsburgh. It's so nice to have you here.
It is an honor for me to be here, and also I'm such a fan of the show. To be a part of this on your 20th anniversary week.
Oh, this is so
Thank
wonderful. We're glad to have you here. And we've heard this isn't your first time in Pittsburgh, and also you have this really beautiful Pittsburgh connection.
I do. I performed here a few years ago. I was part of the Broadway musical The Band's Visit.
Yes.
At the Benedum.
Yes.
And so I went from one masterpiece to another with the Kite Runner. I'm the luckiest person. I grew up on Mr. Rogers' neighborhood.
Yeah, who didn't?
Who didn't? And when I was a little boy, I wrote him a letter. And I said, can you come to dinner? And he wrote me back. He's like, well, I can't come to dinner, but isn't it great that we have each other on TV? And my mother would keep in touch, and I got letters from him when I graduated high school, college, graduate
Wait,
school.
you continue to get letters from Mr. Rogers?
I got letters from Mr. Rogers.
Oh
That is so sweet.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder sometimes, because we hear these stories about how kind he was in these kinds of ways. How did he have all this time?
I know, it's incredible.
It's just incredible.
And these are
That's
handwritten
wonderful.
letters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Wow.
sweet.
How special.
All right, we need to talk to you about
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Because I know that you're very proud to be part of this show, too. So tell us a little bit about it.
It's a great honor to be a part of the Kite Runner. It's based on Khalid Hosseini's amazing book from 2003, The Kite Runner. And that's a book that so many people say, like, I've heard about the book or I've read the book. And it truly is a stunning book. Each page puts an image in your mind. And it tells the story of a young man named Amir, who comes from great wealth and privilege in Afghanistan. And he has a servant, a year younger, who he grows up with, but at the same time, their status.
Right.
And it talks about how he made decisions in his life, a lot of them out of fear, not out of cruelty, and how certain actions affected one after the other. And it also looks at the change of Afghanistan, what it went through in the 70s when Russia came in, and then the rise of the Taliban, and how he was able to leave, become a refugee in America, but also as he grows up, redemption. He made mistakes. It affected people. Now as a man, he's coming back to change or redeem himself and try to make better. It's an extraordinary story.
Deeply impactful, too.
It is truly impactful, and also what I love about it is, for the last 24 years, we think of Afghanistan, we think of war.
Right.
We hear the Taliban. We don't talk about the beauty, the art, the culture, the extraordinary people.
Right.
Well, I was going to say, there's a real cultural significance
It is.
to this story. And it's often not talked about.
It isn't talked about, and I'm so glad that this show, which is so, it's an honor to do. It's so beautiful to be a part of, and it's touching the audiences, and they're learning about humanity, which is universal.
You know, I have to say, if somebody before had not heard about this or was not sure if they wanted to see it, the passion that you have for this is coming through so much that it'll sell out. It has to sell out. I'm telling you.
Well, we're in a great city. I love Pittsburgh. I love the Benedum. It's just, it's a jewel.
Yeah.
And I love talking to audience members afterwards, and I see tears in their eyes, but I also see the joy.
Yeah.
The joy of them seeing the show, and it's so beautifully done with an extraordinary cast and a crew.
And isn't that what theater is all about?
Right.
Whenever
It
you
is.
feel all of that, yeah. Before we let you go, we heard a little rumor
Yeah.
about, like, you not only are an incredible actor,
Oh, thank you.
but you have a hidden talent.
We don't have hidden talents. Like, what you see is what you get.
This is all.
That's a pretty great talent. What you do is, I started off as a circus juggler and a circus clown, and people always ask me this, so I said, I never have anything, so because it's the 20th anniversary, I brought something.
Oh my gosh.
we are honored.
I did.
Should we all
All right.
stand? We're all
Sure,
going to
why
stand.
not?
I feel like we need to see this. Stand.
Okay.
There we go. So I got my juggling pins. Here we go. For you guys. I don't want to hit
Okay.
you guys.
No,
I
that's-
hope I don't.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
oh wow.
Oh my
You're
gosh.
serious.
I'm serious for my art. Whoop.
Oh yeah.
How do
Look
you
at
even?
this.
I had a lot of free time growing up. Here we go. All right, I'm going to try to get even more impressive, and if I fail, I'll fail spectacularly.
All right. We like to live in the.
Whoa!
That's
Yeah.
good. Look at it.
I don't
yeah.
even think I can lift my leg that high anyway.
Yeah.
Alone throw something underneath it. How do you even get started with that?
I took a class when I was a teenager, and I fell in love with this. And When you're a kid growing up and you don't get picked on the teams all the time, you're not the best academic student, you look for stuff that you can excel at that no one else can do. And for me, it was juggling and clowning.
Yeah.
It's so
Well,
fun.
we're honored that you would have that for us at the end of this segment.
Well, I'm honored to be part of the 20th anniversary week.
Thank you. It's a joy to be in your presence. I'm telling you, what a wonderful person you are.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you for
Such
being
good
here.
energy. We love it.
And we want to remind you again, the Kite Runner presented by the Pittsburgh Cultural Trust and PNC Broadway in Pittsburgh series runs at the Benedum Center until Sunday, May 12th. Get your tickets.
Yeah, and for more info, just go to our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com.